When it's time for something new, you will feel it. You will feel a desire to let go, to shed layers, to move on, and to recreate. This is really scary to talk about, and as usual, I'm about to overshare on the internet to you. Hi, I'm Lindsay, and this is my Life of Lindsay channel. If you're new here, I predominantly make travel content. In 2019, I sold all my belongings, including my house, to travel the world and see where life could take me. It took me to so many amazing places that I'm so grateful to have been able to visit. Now I live in the UAE, where I've been living for the past 4 years. However, if you're not new here, chances are you found me from one of my sobriety videos. Because whilst I love to travel and document new experiences, beautiful places, I also like to talk about my personal struggles in the hope that they bring you some kind of relatability or inspiration, or that you can take something from my personal experiences. Over the years, I've spoken a lot about my personal journey with sobriety, giving up alcohol, and how it changed my life. I will link one of the videos up here, just in case you haven't seen them and you might be interested to go watch. Disclaimer, I am not a medical professional. I am not professionally trained in sobriety or addiction. Whilst I love to make videos to talk to you and relate to you about this type of subject, and I love talking to you in the comments, if you do feel as though you need more professional help, I do advise that you seek that elsewhere rather than from my channel. Just wanted to put that out there so that we're all on the same page. So what's new? Well, as with most things in life, things, people, places, they change. Obviously, since 2020, life has become a little bit different for most of us. And whilst the dream of wanting to be out there seeing as much of the world as possible, especially after being cooped up for so long, the reality of being able to do this with the current cost of living crisis, everyday life, responsibilities, family, house, dogs, etc., definitely is making it harder than the dream to do so. As a person, I have also changed. I'm now over my mid-30s, and some of the things that maybe used to really drive me, motivate me, and interest me, they no longer do so. Do I still love to travel? Yes. Do I still love to make YouTube videos? Absolutely. Do I personally feel as though for me, the two still work together? I'm not so sure. Maybe not surprising to some of you, but YouTube is not my main full-time job. I have a family, I have other work commitments, and realistically, my travel now is more holiday style travel than being able to get out there and explore as much of a country or an area as possible. It's definitely not the exploration experience that it once was. Travel is also really expensive in 2023. Flights here are also not the same as in Europe, where you can hop from country to country for less than 20 euros per flight. And despite everybody presuming that people who live in Dubai are rolling in gold, we're not. So because of this, I'm traveling a lot less than I used to. And as a result, I'm making a lot less videos. I know this isn't my job, however, I do spend a lot of time making videos, especially when I travel, and it doesn't feel good for anybody when you pour so much time and effort and love into something for it to be put out into the world and have very few people even see it, let alone respond to it. Now, this is not by any means a pity party. I have never been a channel that has had consistently high views. My views very much fluctuate. I'm very grateful for every single viewer. I appreciate you watching and engaging with my videos every single time. And I've consistently kept up with making videos over the last, 5 years, I think. However, because I'm traveling a lot less, I'm making a lot less videos, which means I'm posting on my channel a lot less. And as I continue to post less and my posting consistency becomes less and less, the engagement and the views still continue to drop, and it's a bit of a cycle. Now, I do this because I love it, but I'm also not ashamed to say that if I can get my channel to grow and flourish into a little something, then I'm going to try and do that. And I feel like now is a great time for a little bit of a change around here. As well as the change in all the travel situations in the last couple of years, I have also changed as a person. Whilst I do live in a beautiful, amazing city in this beautiful country that I now call home, and Dubai is a very busy, high energy, exciting tourist hub, that's not how I live. It's not how many expats here live. I am such a homebody and a little bit of an introvert, and especially over the last year, I've really learned what my priorities in life are. Health, peace, and experiences over material things. And I want to make videos that really represent my morals and my values. I want you all to know that what you have and what you do in your everyday life is enough. You don't need to be living a fast-paced, high-energy lifestyle to show to anybody else if it's not what you really want inside. You are the most important person in your life, and what you do for yourself and your own self-care is what really matters. What is really important is that you take care of yourself as a #1 priority with your health and with your lifestyle. As I've grown older as well, I realized that I enjoy watching a lot more simple, a lot more quiet content these days. I definitely recognize some neurodivergent, ADHD style symptoms, tendencies in myself. Sensitivity to noise, light, people, crowds, that kind of thing. I don't enjoy going to loud restaurants or bars anymore. I want to be able to enjoy nice food and be able to have a conversation with my boyfriend at the same time. I don't want to go somewhere where I have to stand for most of the evening being pushed around by various people because it's so busy. Why would I want to do that when I could just be at home on the sofa with my dogs? I don't want to spend crazy amounts of money every weekend on brunches or parties when I could be using that money to experience new things or invest it back into my own personal well-being. In addition to this, a lot has changed in my life personally over the last year, and I now spend 6 months of the year living by myself, which means being a single dog mama, taking care of my house, working and doing all the normal life stuff, but by myself. Whilst I miss my boyfriend terribly whilst he's away working, I've really grown to love my time alone, and I've rediscovered so many parts of myself that I'd maybe lost or forgotten, and I've really reconnected with doing things that genuinely bring me joy and peace and just make me a happier person. Spending so much time by myself, it doesn't make me lonely. It helps me feel more creative, more balanced, and life is just peaceful, calm, and simple, which is exactly how I want to live. And I think one of the biggest reasons I feel this way is because of my sobriety, which is still going strong in case you wondered. Over 1,235 days sober when this video goes live. And honestly, every day I am just so proud of myself for making such a big, taboo, unusual change that people still find unusual and not normal. But the impact it's had on my life, I wouldn't swap for anything. I think from the days of when I used to drink, the drama, the parties, the constant need for self-validation, because I live such an opposite world from that, is why I feel like the peace, the calm, it's all so beautiful to me now. And I don't want this to sound really wishy-washy, you know, kind of a bit too spiritual, but if you give up drinking, there's something inside of you that changes and you really rediscover who you are as a person. I'm so glad that I documented all of my travels and all the changes I've made to my life and how it led me to this current point. I wouldn't change that for the world. And I can't pinpoint one moment where this all began or one moment that really changed the course of where I was heading. This all took years of staying true to my own intuition, trusting my gut, and taking risks when I needed to take them. There's definitely been some times that people have probably judged me, laughed at me, thought I was out of my mind, and they probably still do sometimes with some of the choices that I make, but I don't care. Of course, there's still going to be travel content on this channel. There will always be travel content on this channel. I'm traveling next month actually. However, I think the bulk of the content on this channel moving forwards is going to showcase more of living a more simple life, talking about my sobriety, encouraging and inspiring and maybe helping some of you how you can implement non-drinking, slow living, things to do by yourself into your own lives, if that's something that you want. And I'm guessing that if you've clicked on one of my videos in the past, especially one of my sobriety updates, there's some kind of curious connection in there somewhere. Honestly, I'm excited for the changes ahead. Change is always a really scary experience, but I also sometimes think it's necessary in order for us to grow. And my main goal is to reconnect with this channel, reconnect with you as my viewer. And I really hope to inspire or instill some kind of feeling into your everyday lives. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. I really appreciate you watching and I really appreciate your support. My primary goal is to inspire, educate, and help you. And I'm excited to take you with me on this journey. The last time I made such a big change was when I left my home country in the UK over 4 years ago now. If you want to see where that all started, you can check out this video. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. And remember, it's your life and you choose how you live it. Bye.